Hello everyone, welcome to Monday Night Power Flow. We're going to start our practice in Child's Pose this evening. And we'll start, if you have two blocks, we'll start by bringing the blocks onto their medium height and really sort of either two options, reaching forearms towards the blocks. And you want to take them, if you're using forearms, a little bit wider so that you can start to relax the forehead down towards the mat. Option two, to take it a little deeper, bring the blocks more narrow shoulder width and a little closer, taking the elbows on top and bringing the palms together in prayer. And just allowing the head and the neck to kind of rest down towards the mat. And wherever you find yourself in whichever variation, just start to really make the upper body heavy. Allowing the space between the shoulder blades to really kind of lift and lengthen. And wherever you find yourself here, just reconnecting to the deepest breath, perhaps that you've taken all day, breathing in through the nose, filling up the lungs, maybe even pausing to hold the retention of breath for 4 seconds or so before exhaling all the breath out through the nose. And as you begin to deepen your breath, you'll start to clear the mind of any obstacles or distractions that might be coming even from the room that we find ourselves in when we're practicing yoga at home, maybe just inviting some of those distractions and sounds and smells into your practice. And then clearing the mind of any distractions that might just be kind of lingering on the back burner, pulling us away from absolute presence. And just settling into your own space that you're creating for yourself on your yoga mat with your breath, your body, your props. Settling into this personal sanctuary. And just allow your mind to focus on the breath and the movement of the body as we move through our time together this evening. Starting to maybe feel now the shoulder blades really opening up. Nice big breath in. And with your exhale, start to walk your hands back onto the mat, taking your props off to the side. And reaching towards your strap or your something long, strap, rope, towel, sock, sweater. And we're going to come to a kneeling position with toes tucked here just to open up through the fascia in the feet. And I want you to take the widest possible grip on your strap. Take the top of the strap to the top of the thighs, arms nice and wide. And on a breath in, lift the strap up towards the sky. And as we exhale, let's see if we can take the strap behind the body. So you want it nice and long. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, lower forward. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, lower backwards. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, lower forward. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, lower back. We'll do 2 more like this. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, lower forward. And 1 more round. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, lower back. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, lower forward. Now let's narrow the grip. Let's take the grip about shoulder width apart. Taking the strap down towards the thighs. Inhale, lift. And as you're lifting here, wrist stacking above the shoulders. Think about tucking the tail and sending the hips forward and maybe reaching a little further back. So you're creating almost a bit of a back bend here as you look for assistance from the front of the body to release more flexibility and range of motion into the shoulders. With your exhale, let's take the strap to the knees and lower the sit bones to the heels. And then we'll just move in this way here. Inhale, lifting the strap high, tucking the tail, shifting hips forward, heart forward, reaching back. Exhale, sit the hips to the heels, lower strap to the knees. Inhale, arms rise, tail tucks, hips forward, heart opens. Exhale, sit towards the heels, strap towards the thighs. Inhale, arms rise, tuck your tail, shift the hips forward, open the heart, the shoulders. Exhale, sit back, strap towards the thighs. Inhale, arms rise. Last time, tucking the tail, reaching back. And exhale, sit the hips down towards the heels, release the strap towards the thighs. Let's take strap off to the side and come to all fours in tabletop position, toes tucked. Moving through a few rounds of cat-cow here, just to start to open up through the shoulders. Now, I really want you to pay attention here to the way that the shoulder blades are moving in your cat-cows. So let's take the first round really slowly. On the inhale, lift the tailbone and begin to tilt the pelvis forward, lowering the belly. Then I want you to pay attention to the distribution of weight in your hands and see if you can begin to find this momentum where the heels of the hands are pulling towards the knees as you draw the heart forwards. See if you can sink low into your arms with them straight, drawing shoulder blades together here. As you exhale, let's tuck the tail, press into the hands, round the spine, and really lift the place between the shoulder blades towards the sky. You might even shift towards the right side while you're up here in a rounded spine, and then maybe again towards the left side. And then let's start to find some movement, maybe even incorporating the way that this feels here to rock side to side in our cat pose into our cow pose. As we inhale, lift the tail, sink the belly low, draw the shoulder blades together, heart forward, and exhale, round the spine, maybe shifting left to right as we do. Inhale, find your cow pose. Really think about drawing shoulders together as you pull heart forward. Exhale, round the spine and rock left to right, right to left. Last two, inhale, lift the heart into your cow pose. And exhale, round the spine, side to side. Last round, inhaling into our cow pose, tucking the tail, tilting the tailbone. Exhale, tuck the tail around the spine. From here, look back towards your knees. We're going to then begin to come down onto forearms. Now, I want you to take your blocks on the lowest height and come down to your forearms here. We're going to come back to this movement of cat-cow, but in a different variation. So begin to turn your palms up towards the sky, pressing into the top part of your forearms. From here, inhale, lift the tail. See if you can gently pull the heart forward while lifting up from the forearms. Exhale, press into the forearms, round the spine. Inhale, find your cow pose, lifting tailbone to the sky, softly drawing heart forward. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift the tail, heart forward, lift out of your forearms. Exhale, round the spine. Last two, inhale, lifting the heart on your breath in, shoulders draw back, wide chest. Exhale, round the spine. Last one, inhaling to lift the heart. And exhaling to round the spine. Now from here, untuck the toes and sit back into child's pose. The palms should still be facing the sky here. Find your breath. Now, depending on your rotation, palms might be sort of facing each other with the thumb pulled back. Keep that sort of opening, palms towards the sky as you settle into your child's pose. And really breathe into this long, lengthening sensation that we're creating for the sides of the shoulders, the ribs.
Deepen your breath in and lengthen your breath out. Now let's start to activate here our ujjayi breath, those audible exhales through the nose, like we're slightly constricting the back of the throat in order to fog up a pane of glass, but with the mouth closed. When you're ready from here, inhale, look forward. Let's take blocks off towards the side. Plant the palms down, tuck the toes, lift the hips, and find our first downward facing dog. Now take your time to bend into one knee and then the other as you make space in the backs of the legs and glutes. And sense into what exactly you're feeling in your body, how stiff or flexible you're feeling today. Notice how the breath feels as it moves through the body. Enjoying the breath as we continue to deepen the inhales and lengthen the exhales in our ujjayi breath, that audible exhale or that ocean sounding breath. I want you to feel into your shoulders here as we stack the hips back, pressing into your thumb and your index fingers. I want you to feel that your biceps are starting to lift towards the sky and that your shoulders are opening. Lick your lips and swallow. Release any pressure or tension in your jaw. Now, on your next exhale, I want you to look forward. And we're going to begin to walk the feet a little closer to the hands, but take them wide. So coming into a very awkward kind of wide-legged downward dog. It should be easy for the heels to come to the ground here. Lift your right hand and begin to look to your left leg. And I want you to reach your right hand either to the outside of your left thigh, left shin, left ankle or heel, as we gently bend into the elbow, drawing the body into a stretch. Right hand to left leg, bending the elbow and finding that twist. Now find your breath deepening on the inhales and lengthening on the exhales, and just notice the sensation of the stretch. Big breath in. And exhale, release the right hand back down. Taking the left hand and reaching for the outside of the right leg, outside of the right thigh, outside of the calf, or outside of the ankle and heel, gently bending into the elbow and finding a bit of a stretch on this side. Breathing deeply. See if you can keep your hips squared instead of shifting to the right hip. Isolating just the shoulder for this twist. Last big breath in. And exhale, look forward, plant the hands and step towards the top of your mat, forward fold. Belly to your thighs, softening the knees as much as you need to fold forward. Hands to shins on the inhale, lift halfway, straight spine. From here, I want you to begin to bend into your elbows. And then think about reaching the fingertips up towards the sky from this half lift position. Exhale, very, very slowly. Use the fingers to draw the body with a strong back all the way up to standing Tadasana, palms face forward. Lift your shoulders up, back, and down. Lift and spread your toes. Feel the feet widen and root down into the ground. On your next breath in, sweep your arms to the sky. Breathe in and look up. Exhale, fold forward. Send your hips back as you fold. Soften the knees and bring your belly to your thighs. Inhale, hands to shins. Lift halfway, straight spine, gaze down. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Knees down for the first one. Tucking the tail, engaging the core. Let's bend the elbows and lower just the shoulders first. And then come all the way to the belly. Untuck the toes, press down into the palms underneath the shoulders. And loop the shoulders up, back, and down as you inhale for cobra. Thinking here about drawing the elbows in towards the ribs. Exhale, lower. Slide the palms beside the ribs, tuck the toes, press back. downward facing dog. Connect with your breath here, in and out through the nose. On your next breath in, look forward, soften the knees and step, hop, or float to the top of the mat, forward fold, belly to thighs. Lift halfway, inhale, straight spine. Exhale, folds. Inhale, arms rise, lift your gaze. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to plank. This time, keep your legs straight if you like, engaged firmly as we exhale to lower elbows to the ribs. Chaturanga Dandasana, or all the way to the belly. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, send your hips back. Downward facing dog. Reconnecting to your Ujjayi breath. Just noticing how the body is feeling here already. On an inhale, look forward, soften your knees, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat, forward fold, belly to thighs. Inhale, lift halfway, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, straight spine. Plant your hands, step or hop back to your plank or chaturanga. Exhale to lower elbows to the ribs. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. Exhale, send the hips back, downward dog. On your inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the right knee into the belly, round the spine, and step the right foot between the hands. Left hand stays down, planted on the mat or on a block. Right arm rises to the sky. Really feel that shoulder blade leading the motion. Reach left fingertips and right fingertips in opposite directions, pressing left fingertips down into the mat, right fingertips up towards the sky. Big breath in. As we exhale, look down, plant the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Look back towards your left foot, pull the left heel back and in. And then start to lift, left hand bending into the elbow, all the way up towards the sky. Breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale fully. Now, from here, look down. We're going to begin to bend into the right elbow and take the right hand just behind the right heel. And we hold this low twist, left arm to the sky, or to the waist, or back of the left hand to the low back. Big breath in. And as we exhale, look down, plant the left hand, unwind that right hand on the opposite side of the right foot, step back, plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower elbows to ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. On the inhale, left leg rises. Knee to the belly, round the spine, step hop, or help left foot in between the hands. Keep your back heel lifted. Place your right hand to the inside of the left foot on a block or on the mat underneath the right shoulder. Bend into your left elbow and start to draw it up towards the sky, opening the arm for your twist. Really feel the shoulder blades squeeze. As you press the right hand down into the mat, the left fingertips reaching towards the sky. Deep bend in your left knee. Inhale fully. As you exhale, place the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Look back and pull your right heel back and in. And then begin to bend into your right elbow, reaching right hand all the way up towards the sky. Finding your breath. In and out through the nose. Stacking wrist on top of wrist. And when you're ready, let's go just a little bit deeper, looking down, bending into the left elbow. That's going to drop your shoulder a little lower into your knee. Place your left hand just behind your left foot and find that same twist. Maybe even resting right hand on the right hips or back of the hand to the low back. Keep drawing the right shoulder up and away, opening the heart. Last big breath in. Exhale, look down, plant the right hand. Unwind the left hand, placing it on the outside of the left foot. Step back to plank, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reconnect to your breath, in and out through the nose. On your next inhale, look forward, soften your knees, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat, forward fold, belly to thighs. Inhale, lift halfway, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, sweep your gaze to follow your fingers, and exhale right away, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, straight spine. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank. Firm breath in, and exhale to lower. Inhale, lifting the heart, lowering the hips. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and out through your nose. Now from here, inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, bring your knee into your belly, round your spine, step, hop, or help right foot through. Inhale, arms rise, finding your crescent lunge. Now from here, I want you to turn your palms away from one another and then cross the right arm in front of the left and hook the left arm behind the right, bringing palms together to touch. From here, begin to really draw the palms pressed firmly together back and just start to feel the shoulders opening. Sinking into your right knee, drawing your ribs in so core is engaged as the arms move back. Big breath in. As you exhale, unwind the arms and let's find warrior two, opening. Right arm to reach forward, left arm to reach backwards. Now from here, sweep your left fingertips forwards and turn your left palm to the sky. Right arm crosses on top, and let's find either palms to the shoulders, backs of the hands to touch, or left finger to right palm for eagle arms. On your inhale, we're going to lift the elbows to the sky, stabilizing the feet. And then as we exhale, let's fold forward, reaching the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. And then very slowly with stable legs, inhale to rise, lifting the elbows. And exhale to fold, elbow to the inside of the right knee. Inhale to rise. And exhale to fold, shoulder to the inside of the right knee. On your next inhale, unwind the arms, lift your left heel, sweep arms to the sky, exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Slow, controlled exhales through the nose. Really have that reaching sensation that your hips are moving back towards the heels. And you're really pushing the mat away from the front of the body, lengthening the side of the body and pressing into those shoulder muscles. When you're ready, left leg rises, breathe in. Round the spine, bring the knee to the belly, step through. Keep your back heel lifted, sweep the arms to the sky. Now, same thing on the other side, turn palms away from each other. And this time, reach the left arm forward and the right arm behind, finding palms together to touch. So left arm is crossing in front of right. There's a softness to the elbows. Draw the ribs in and just move the arms and hands back. Shoulders down away from ears, jaw is relaxed, sinking into that front knee, drawing back knee or back heel rather long towards the mat. Find your breath. Make sure that you're not lifting your ribs and flaring through the core. Your core is engaged. We're trying to isolate the shoulders. Big breath in. As you exhale, open up warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. When you're ready, sweep right arm forward, turn palm to the sky. Lift left arm and cross. So right under left, hands to shoulders, backs of hands to touch, or right fingertips to left palm. Shoulders away from ears, but elbows lift high. On the inhale, lift the elbows to the sky, sturdy legs, slow controlled movements. As you exhale, fold, reaching left shoulder down to the inside of left knee. Inhale, rise, lifting elbows. Exhale, fold. Left shoulder inside of left knee. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold. Left shoulder inside of left knee. On your next inhale, unwind the arms, lift the back heel. And exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, hips back. Downward dog, 5 breaths. Reconnecting to your breath. Maybe letting some of your exhales out through the mouth. And from your downward dog position, we want to be pressing into the thumb and the index fingers while lifting the biceps upwards towards the sky, so that it's like the lower arm bones are moving in, but the upper arm bones are opening out, making space across the shoulders and chest. Meeting back in downward facing dog whenever you're ready. Inhaling to look forward, softening the knees, and exhaling to step, hop, or float forward. Forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, lift halfway, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Lift your gaze to follow your fingers. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the palms. On your next inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingertips forward. Exhale, fold, belly to thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to plank. Big breath in. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly this time. Untuck your toes. Reach for one of your blocks. And we're going to place the blocks in between the palms, making sure that your fingers and thumb are free, and it's just the palms holding onto the block. Now, from here, we want to isolate the shoulders and protect the neck. So I want you to look down. You're going to engage your legs. So the quads engage, the top of the feet press down, the glutes engage. Think about pressing your pubis bone into the mat. Looking down on the inhale, press into the palms, lift the arms. Keep the feet grounded. Keep the arms lifting. Fingers and thumb free. Palms pressing into the block. Are you breathing? Arms are straight.
Legs engaged. Press pubis bone down. Lift a little higher. Big breath in. Exhale, lower the block down. Take the palms beside the ribs, tuck the toes, press the hips back. Downward facing dog. Now that block is there. We're going to come back to it. On an inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Now let's keep the back heel lifted, reach for our block, and come all the way up. This time we're going to take the block towards the inside without the hands. So inside the forearms, using the forearms to press the block. From here, palms face one another, block is resting in between. We're going to inhale to lift the block and the arms, pull the ribs in, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, pull the ribs in, lift the block. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Note how much harder it is when it's in between the forearms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, because the elbows want to come away from one another. But inhale, lift. As we press into the block, we contain them. Exhale, lower. Okay, from here, ditch the block, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Exhale all the way to the belly. Same thing. Coming to the block, pressing into the palms, releasing finger and thumb. Gazing down, tops of the feet press into the mat, quads engage, kneecaps lift. Press your pubis bone down, engage your glutes. Inhale, lift the arms. Find your breath. Using the strength of the body to lift the arms a little higher. Breathing in and out through the nose. Gaze down, legs heavy. You're breathing in and out. In and out. Straight arms. And exhale, lower down. Place the hands beside the ribs, tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Reconnect to your breath. Your next breath in, sweep your left leg to the sky and draw the knee in around the spine, step hop or help left foot through, reach for your block and come all the way back up. Again, positioning the block in between the forearms, palms facing one another. Drawing your back heel towards the back of the mat, sinking into your left knee. Now really feel here that we're shortening the space of our ribs to our hips, so pulling the ribs in. Core is engaged. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, lower. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, lower. Keep pressing into the block. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Ditch the block. Plant the hands, low runner's lunge. Inhale, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way, lifting the heart into cobra or upward dog. And exhale, hips back, downward dog. Breathing in and out through the nose. Pressing into your thumb and your index fingers. And on your inhale, look forward, soften the knees, step or hop to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, release the palms. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips low, sweep the fingertips forwards. Chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, halfway, straight spine. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, plank pose, breathe in. Exhale, lower, elbows to ribs. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips back. Downward facing dog. Your next breath in, sweep your right leg to the sky. Bring the knee into the belly, round the spine, and step the right foot through. Coming into your low runner's lunge. Now from here, let's lower the left knee all the way down to the mat for a moment. And you might reach for your strap. And we want to take a hold of our strap with knuckles facing the wall behind us. On your next inhale, we're going to lift the left knee. Begin to lift the knuckles all the way up towards the sky, maybe even dropping the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Now let's move a little bit with this. So on the inhale, use your strap to come all the way upright, lifting the gaze, opening the heart. Exhaling to fold forward, lifting knuckles as high to the sky as they will go. Inhale to rise, slow and steady. Exhale to fold, slow and steady. Find a nice big breath here. And exhale, really slowly release your strap off to the side. We're going to pull back heel down and in. Windmill, left fingertips up and right arm, warrior two. From here, let's begin to turn all of our toes forward, or to the side rather, to the left side of the mat. And we'll come into a nice wide-legged stance. Taking the outer edges of the feet parallel with the outer edges of the mat. Take hands towards the hips. On an inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. As you exhale, shift your hips back and reach your body forward, folding all the way down. We're going to take the right hand right underneath the face. On the inhale, press into the right hand, lift and lengthen. And then as you exhale, begin to draw your left elbow up towards the sky. Left fingertips reaching high. So coming into your wide-legged twist, what you're going to find here automatically as you reach for your twist is that you're shifting your weight to your left foot and your left hip is lifted. What you can do to compensate this, unless you really need the groin stretch for the right leg, press into your left foot and actively drop your left hip down, lifting your right. And then you'll find a little bit more sensation in the shoulders. So actively straightening the hips and connecting with your breath. Big breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to reach this left hand down and under the body, coming over to grab a hold of the outer edge of the right leg, anywhere from the outer edge of the thigh, the calf, or the ankle. From here, reach the right arm to the sky and find your breath. Bending into that left elbow any amount to really pull the upper body towards the right leg. Feel that lengthening sensation for the left shoulder blade as you continue to breathe in and out. Last big breath in. And as we exhale, unwind, planting both hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold. Just letting head, neck, and shoulders hang heavy. When you're ready, look down, place the left hand directly underneath the face.
Find a nice big breath in to lift and lengthen, pressing into the left hand. With your exhale, bend into the right elbow, drive it to the sky, and start to reach right fingertips all the way up. Finding your twist. So it's very active for the lifted arm, more passive for the grounded arm. Now notice right away what has happened is that your right hip has lifted and you've shifted your hips to the right hand side. If you're enjoying the stretch for your left groin, you can stay like this, but if you're looking for a little bit more sensation or activity for the shoulders, press into your right foot and actively press your right hip down. You'll feel that automatically straighten the hips and change the sensation. Breathing in and out through your nose. Big breath in. And as we exhale, let's bend into the right arm, look down and through as we start to reach over to left leg, anywhere we find. We can grab the outer edge of the left thigh, calf, ankle, or heel, and then begin to exhale, left arm to the sky. Finding that twist, bending into right elbow to pull the upper body towards the left leg as much as possible. Breathing in and out through the nose here. Big breath in. And as we exhale, let's unwind. Both hands planted under shoulders. This time, let's start to walk the hands towards the left foot, coming into a low runner's lunge on the other side. Reaching again for our strap, taking it just behind the body, shoulder width apart, knuckles facing outwards. And then lift your torso and your arms away from your body. And as you exhale, begin to fold left shoulder down to the inside of left knee as you lift the knuckles high. On your inhale, use the arms to pull the body all the way up to crescent lunge. Keeping the arms lifted as much as you can. Exhale, slowly fold. Left shoulder sinking to the inside of left knee as knuckles rise. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Last time, lifting on the inhale. And exhale to lower. Releasing the strap, planting the hands and stepping back to plank. Big breath in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, heart lifts. Cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathing in and out through the nose. On your inhale, look forward, soften your knees and step hop or float to the top of your mat, forward fold. Or maybe this is the back of your mat. Nevertheless, hands to shins, lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend into your knees, sweep your fingertips forward, find that chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. From wherever you are, we're going to begin to make our way all the way to seated. Bending into the knees and coming all the way down onto the mat. Have a block handy and a strap handy. I'm going to move into Gomukhasana, so cow face pose. Now, for many of us, our hips are really too tight to achieve this posture. So the block is there. If at any point you feel that one of your sit bones is lifting up and away from the mat. So what we want to find here is that we'll bend into the right leg as the lower leg and take the right heel towards the outside of the left hip. Then we can begin to walk the left foot to the opposite side of the right leg. And what we want to do is start to walk the left heel towards the outside of the right hips. So we've got a double cross at the knee, and each heel moving towards the outside of the opposite hip. The block can come in handy here just because we tend to be really tight in the hips. So this allows us to access this posture with minimal strain on the hips. However, if both sit bones stay grounded in this pose, please feel free to come all the way down onto the mat. That's going to heighten the sensation for the hips.
Now let's stick our strap or our rope down the right shoulder. And we're going to inhale, lift right arm towards the sky. And then exhale, place the right palm in between the shoulders or grab a hold of that strap. Left arm out to the side, turn your palm behind you. And then bend into your elbow, take the back of the hand to the low back, and maybe grab a hold of the bottom of the strap. Perhaps, depending on how we're feeling, we start to walk the left hand a little higher on the strap, maybe eventually bringing the fingertips together to touch for a bit of a bind. Now we want to think about really lifting the right elbow up towards the sky, lowering the left elbow down towards the earth, and looking for straight spines. So not rounding into this position. Now, if this is enough, and it likely is for most of us, stay here and hold your breath and your awareness just on one focal point, one unmoving, unwavering point to focus. If you have a little bit more space for a little bit more discomfort on your exhale, you're going to begin to fold forward. Any amount. Noticing how this changes the sensation for the shoulders. Keep your neck strong if you are folded forward. Last 5 breaths, wherever you are, deepening your inhales and lengthening your exhales. Big breath in, slow breath out. Last inhale. And if you are folded, exhale to rise. Very, very slowly, let's start to release the arms. Now we can release that strap off to the side and just change positions for the legs. So you might just straighten both legs and then recross them the other way. Bending into the left leg now as the bottom leg, left heel to right glute, and stepping sole of right foot over to the outer edge of the left leg, starting to slowly walk that left heel towards the right heel towards the left sit bones. So from here, again, if any one of your sit bones is lifting up off of the mat, or it's just impossible to get the legs into this position, 1 block, 2 blocks, however many you need to elevate the body so that the hips can sit carefully here. Then the strap comes over our left shoulder. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, place left hand in between the shoulder blades or reach for the top of the strap. Inhale, right arm out to the side, turn your palm to face the back of the room, bend into the elbow and take the back of the hand to the low back or grab a hold of the strap. And again, we might continue to walk that right hand up the strap. Perhaps fingertips come together to touch. This is going to require us to really make some shifts for the top arm. So we're looking to drive left elbow up towards the sky. Use the strength of the neck and the back of the head to kind of hook that left arm in position. Finding your breath. Now again, this can be enough for us. So wherever you are, just starting to bring your awareness to your breath. Relaxing into this shape. If you've got a little bit more space or discomfort, start to fold forward. Any amount. 5 breaths. Deepening your inhales and lengthening your exhales and holding your concentration. On your next exhale, if you are folded, start to rise up, releasing the arms slowly. And we'll begin to unwind the legs. Now take your blocks off to the side. I'm going to move into the belly here. Taking the elbows under the shoulders for Sphinx pose. Untucking the toes and pressing the tops of the feet down into the mat. Now, if the upper spine does not feel very flexible, you might move the elbows forward. Just make sure that they're not coming behind the shoulder line. We don't want the shoulders to drop down. So elbows are directly under the shoulders or slightly forward of the shoulders. Press down in towards the palms and the forearms. Press the tops of the feet and quads in towards the mat. Inhale, lift into your palms and forearms, drawing your heart forward and your shoulders back. Press your pubis bone down into the mat. Feel your glutes engage. Now, this is a still pose. This is still a very strong, powerful, active asana if we are practicing it correctly. So do not let your body weight sink down into the mat. Press into the mat so that you can lift your body weight away from it. Last 5 breaths. Now, from here, look down. Begin to tuck your toes. Press into your knees and toes and lift your hips. And then lift your knees into plank pose, forearm plank. Pressing the palms down and the forearms down. Now look towards the feet and begin to walk the feet forward into dolphin dog. So holding hips high, pressing into the forearms so that the face is pulling away from the mat for your last 5 breaths of strength. Finishing powerfully. Keep pressing away, away from the mat. Hips moving back, face moving away from the mat. And lower the knees down. Untuck the toes. Child's pose. Relaxing the breath now. Releasing the tension in the body. Just allowing the body to melt into the mat. Very slowly, starting to really drag heavy arms, rounding your spine and dragging your arms all the way up to seated. Shifting legs off to one side and extending the legs forward. And let's lower to our backs in a really strong way. So finding Navasana on the way down, lifting the legs into boat pose. Inhale. And then very, very slowly, bone by bone by bone by bone, coming all the way down. And begin to take the arms out nice and wide into a T, placing the palms down onto the mat, and then just table-topping the legs, so bending into the knees, lifting the legs. We're gonna lift and scoot the hips towards the left, and then very slowly press down into both shoulder blades, begin to release the knees over to the right. Keep your gaze up at the sky or over the left shoulder. Making sure that the left shoulder doesn't lift away from the mat. We want left shoulder to stay grounded. Last little bit of a twist. Big breath in. And as you exhale, press into both arms, lift the legs. And let's straighten the hips out. And then shift them to the right. Inhale. And exhale, drop knees slowly to the left. Keeping right shoulder grounded and gazing up at the sky or over the right shoulder. Right shoulder prevents from lifting, so really drop it down intentionally. breath in. Slow breath out. Last big inhale. And with the exhale, lift the knees, pressing into the arms, straightening out the hips. And then bringing hands towards the knees for a nice big hug and finding any additional movement that the body might be asking for before we close our practice with Shavasana. If there is anything at all that the body is asking for, like shoulder stand, happy baby, anything at all, give the body what it needs. When you feel ready, starting to make your way into your most comfortable Shavasana. Perhaps taking a few sighs in through the nose and out through the mouth. And starting to relax, releasing all tension from the muscles, all effort from the body, and settling into a nice, relaxing Shavasana. Keeping your mind gently fixed on the breath. Beginning to bring your awareness back to your breath. Deepening the inhales. And lengthening the exhales. Inviting some small movements into your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. And we'll just bring one hand to the heart, the other hand on top to close our practice together. With 3 shantis, an offering of peace to ourselves, to those in our life, and to the world at large. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale and repeat or sing along with me. Shanti, Shanti. Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Have a beautiful week and stay tuned for Power Flow on Wednesday night as well as Saturday morning. Have everybody.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Is that Anne?
Aaron.